And from Lagos, let's head straight to Abuja, where one-time chairman of Gombe State Football Association, Gara Gombe, also joins the show at this time. Thank you for your time with us on the show, Gara Gombe.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Yes, 2 years of Ibrahim Gusau as president of the Nigeria Football Federation. He is your friend. You're close to him. You've always said it the way it should be said. Talk to Nigerians. How will you assess? What is your overall assessment of his 2-year stay in office?
Honestly, to be straight with you, I am not really happy with Ibrahim Gusau's approach to leadership of Nigerian football in the last 2 years. I said it when he came into office, that we are going to support him. When I say we, like minds, because I know I have a lot of friends that I've been talking to in the football industry or in the sports industry as such. And we said, okay, let's give him a chance. Let's see what he can do. And I did warn him that this honeymoon will soon be over. National interest above personal interest and above any friendship. Some of us will start talking. And we gave him the chance. And for me, honestly speaking, Gusau has not impressed me. I do not know of you or other stakeholders. I'm saying, speaking my mind, he has not done well. When he came in, we expect him to give a different direction to Nigerian football. First is the issue of the status. This controversial status is as imperfect as Nigerian constitution. Many things are not there. There was a committee that sat down to prepare a master plan on how to make it all inclusive, because the number one problem of Nigerian football, and it will continue to haunt us, is lack of inclusiveness. Many stakeholders were disenfranchised, from the media to administrators to technical officials to fans, name it. It is like a cult. It's like a cult of harmful people controlling, determining, deciding, giving direction to Nigerian football, and they are not doing it well. If they are doing it well, fine. Nobody will bother. Most of us have been in the industry for over 30 years. But we are outside the cycle. We are outside the box. But because it's our fashion, we remain there. We keep on talking. If they can open that status, let me give you an example of Gombe State. All the chairmen of the local councils, as provided by the status, were sports officers of a local government. Some of them cannot tell you how many substitutes do you have in a team, in a football match. But he says a chairman of a local council. They will sit down in the room and say they have elected the chairman of Gombe State Football Association. You disenfranchise people and you keep on controlling who becomes the chairman of Gombe FA. The same thing with the national. In as much as that status is not reworked, is not touched, the trouble will continue. We're only postponing the resolution of the problem, but it will continue to haunt us. This FA chairman are still the people who can decide who becomes the president of Nigerian football. But we're saying that is wrong. Before, we used to have the FA chairman, we have the club secretaries, we have Premier League clubs, the 20 of them. We also have even supporters club were represented. Other interest groups, one, they are all represented. The military and paramilitary were represented. For goodness sake, the military and paramilitary, they have a lot of teams. Almost all of them, they have football clubs now. You cut those people up. Then the sports medicine, medical people, even psychologists, the media. So it has to be open up the space. And because it's small, that is why if you pocket some few thousands of dollars, you can buy everybody. By the time Nigeria, a country of 200 and something people, or 300 people as it is, you have 200 people in Congress. Before you say you raise the money to bribe everybody, then you must be the governor of Central Bank. And again, if we have that number, large number, it will make you to campaign. Before you become the president of the federation, you know where you are. Secondly, apart from the lack of inclusiveness, there is something wrong with the status of Nigerian football. Till today, it has not been domesticated. There is no evidence that it has been domesticated. There are so many, let me tell you, there are more than 15 court judgments, pronouncements from courts about the situation in Nigerian football, but no one has been obeyed. Nobody has obeyed it. So how do you do that? And the Constitution of Nigeria is supreme. It's clear whenever the Constitution of Nigeria and any other document are at par, the Constitution takes precedence. So now, this status is not domesticated, and the law is clear. The Constitution says if any international law is brought into Nigeria, it must be domesticated. If it's not domesticated, it's not effective. It doesn't become effective. It's not binding. So we are just going like that for so many years. Number three, the legislation is stopped. There are so many public hearings in the National Assembly about Nigerian football. All the reports were kept somewhere. We have refused to. So many times, I have been invited more than 3 times to National Assembly to go and make presentation. I did. So many other stakeholders have done theirs over the years. You understand? Nothing has changed because the National Assembly has a role to play in this matter. But they have not done it, and they are not doing their job.
Yes, former chairman Gombe State Football Association Ahmed Gara Gombe saying it's just the way it is. One man that holds no prisoners when it comes to issues of sports in Nigeria. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. My pleasure, Matthew.